As we celebrate the month of August as Women's Month, we pay tribute to women in all walks of life, and we highlight individuals and organizations that are advancing the cause of women in South Africa. And one such organization is the Businesswomen's Association of South Africa, which as a lobby group advocates women's business issues in an effort to transform the economy. I'm joined by the Executive Director of the association, Matshepo Msibi, to tell us a bit more about the organization. Matshepo, much appreciated that it could join us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.
The organization has been in existence for some time now. If you can just, when was it founded?
The organization was founded 37 years ago.
Yeah.
Way before 1994. All cultures of women decided to join together.
Yes.
So that we can advance the economy and so that we ensure that women their voice is heard. You know, so 37 years ago, we came together and the organization was formed.
Now, obviously, South Africa transformed along the way. 1994 became a democratic country, and that comes with change and expectations and their own pressures. What happened to the organization subsequent to that? Because in modern times, in recent times, the talk is about black women in particular who need to be advanced.
So we've also seen or experienced those changes as well as part of the organization, where it was more elitist, you know, in the beginning, and it was more just about women who are in business. And now it has then morphed or rather transformed into an organization that caters for women who are active participants in the economy. So whether you are in policy making decisions that affect the economy, or you are in corporate South Africa where you're making decisions that affect the economy, or you're running your small business, and whether also women who are in the townships that are then running their businesses that are informal, which were previously excluded, but we've then realized that a great percentage of our women, especially black women, business owners, are based in the townships, and they are not formal, you know, participants, even though they take part in the economy. So now it's more inclusive, and it's younger as well, because a lot of women are now being bold, and they're being courageous, and they're taking that bold step to go into business and be active.
And the membership, the size of the membership?
So we've got 13,000 members nationwide. So we're a national organization. We've got 7 branches across the country.
Yes.
And it's a membership-based organization. So we do take membership fees, and the membership is active for a year.
What are the current issues, the main things that are pressing for your organization, as well as the issues, because you are an advocacy group, you see, that you took head on, and you believe that it was through your efforts that the changes were implemented?
So every year, like last year, for instance, we do what we call the BWA Women in Census study, where we check the levels of transformation in this country.
Yes.
So for instance, last year we took 2,000 companies that are JSE listed companies, and of those 200 companies, there's about 4,000 board seats. And of those board seats, only about 20% is women, you know, and only 2% is the chairpersons are women. So those type of issues, we are then saying, sitting down with corporate South Africa and looking at how can we ensure that the wheels of transformation are happening faster, you know, than 10 years ago. So that change is still very slow when you then look at what happened 10 years ago and what's happening now. Those statistics are almost the same, and that's one of the things that we are pushing very hard. Because we're a sponsorship-based organization, we're an NPO, you actually can't really anger a lot of people because we depend on corporate South Africa supporting us. But what we've also seen happening is that corporate South Africa is now embracing women empowerment, because I think they understand it better than in the beginning.
Well, and it's also part of the constitutional requirement, right? It's the aspiration of South Africa. It's not something that you do because you're doing somebody a favor. It's just the way things work and have to work.
And I mean, I'm so glad actually that our government is one of those most transformed government in the globe, where they've put in place policies that force companies to employ women, to empower women, whether it is where procurement is concerned or whether it is where hiring at senior management level. So, for instance, you will look at women in parliament. We then have 50% of women. When you go into legislatures, you then have a lot of women who are, taking those positions.
Yes.
But also that they also are monitoring to ensure that companies, especially with the new codes that have come out, the new BBEE codes that force companies to ensure that 30% of procurement is done with women-owned businesses. So that then helps to push our agenda, to ensure that women are active participant in the formal economy.
And you mentioned something about the stock exchange. I was wondering, I'm thinking to myself that what about small entrepreneurs? You have such members?
We've got a big portion of our membership is actually small enterprises, and so their challenges are different, obviously. Yes. So they are looking more for opportunities to go into the market, access to markets, where you have a product but you're unable to then sell it and be sustainable, or you have left your job to start your own business, but now you don't have enough working capital to ensure that when you get a tender or when you get a contract, that you are able to fulfill that tender or that contract. So working capital, and I mean, we're meeting with the different funding organizations and banks to try and come up with products that would be relevant to our members. So they then have different challenges that they are facing, which we are then trying to bridge the gap.
Earlier you spoke about the corporates. What about the smaller entrepreneurs? Do you assist them with networking?
Yes, we do. So within the different regions that we've got, then we have different programs that we provide, and networking is one of those. Not necessarily just to network them to provide them access to opportunities, but also to ensure that they then are able to network amongst themselves and then are able to then work together. Because sometimes you then find out that you get a contract to provide something or product, but you're not big enough, to be able to supply. So when you then meet other women who are in the same industry as you, it then makes it easy for you to then come together and then form a joint venture.
And what about the Businesswoman of the Year award? It's been running for a long time then.
Yes. Yeah. So in August, on the 26th of August, we are having the Businesswomen of the Year awards. And I'm so excited about the awards because this year we have such amazing women that are part of the finalists. We have 6 categories. We have women in corporate, women in science and technology, women in education, women in government, women who are entrepreneurs, and I've now forgotten the other one. But yeah.
But it's in different categories. Anyway,
it's in different categories. And so the aim of the awards is to be able to nurture and celebrate women who've done amazing things for the country on different levels, but also who are aspirational role models that we don't know anything about. So you then will get to find out that the group CFO of Ekurhuleni is a woman, who's then been able to do amazing work. The group CEO of Standard Bank Private Banking is a woman. The CFO of PPC is a woman, So it's those kind of women who our children, our girl children look up to, or they want to be able to watch them and emulate and be able to dream
And the women who want to be part of the association, what do they do? Where should they go?
Yes, the women who want to be part of the association should go onto our website. Yeah. It's www.bwasa.co.za. And then they'll find all the information there.
Matshepo, thank you very much for having spoken to us, and we appreciate. And good luck. You said the event is on the
26th of August.
26th of August, and good luck to the finalists of Businesswoman of the Year. This is happening the 26th of August, and good luck to all the finalists who will be taking part in that event.